Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another Minecraft Java video. Today we're going to be taking a look at OptiFabric, which is basically the ability to use OptiFine with Fabric. So for those of you who have used OptiFine before, chances are that you've probably paired it with Forge to use shaders and mods at the same time. But at the moment Forge is not out yet, but Fabric does work for mods. So by using OptiFabric, what we can do is we can use OptiFine alongside Fabric, so we can actually use mods and shaders at the same time. Now, if you guys can see, I am actually running a shader pack here, and you can tell by the graphics. And if I look at this crafting table, you can see everything goes blurry in the background. That's a really cool effect. This is in fact the BSL shader pack that I'm using. If I go back into the game, you can see at the top there, I've got a mod installed, which is the compass ribbon. So when I change my direction, it tells me which direction I'm going. As you guys can see there, I'm heading west now, and then now I'm heading south. It's a really cool mod, I would say, but you do need to have the compass in your hand for that to show like that. Alright, so let me show you my mod. So if I go into the options, and then there's a mods button here. So as you guys can see, I'm running Chrono's compass ribbon, and I've got Fabric as well. And then I've also got OptiFabric over here, as you guys can see. Now, if I was to go into the options, video settings, click on shaders, you can see I'm actually running BSL shaders as well. So this is really cool because by having OptiFabric, I can run my favorite mods alongside OptiFine and get all the cool stuff with the shaders as well, and run all my mods at the same time as well. So one of the main reasons of running OptiFine is that you can actually go into the shader options and configure the stuff in there, so you can actually change stuff. So as you guys can see, I've selected the round sun and moon, so I can switch that off. And if we just go back into the game, the sun and moon will actually change to a squared shape, as you guys can see over there. So we can change it back. There we go. So you can now see that it is rounded. I think the rounded one does look quite nice, and it matches with the reflections in the water there. As you can see, it's round as well. So this is another cool way to run all your mods and shaders at the same time. And today I'm going to show you guys a bit of gameplay with this, and then I'm also going to show you how to install OptiFabric. So I'm going to show you how to install Fabric on your Minecraft Java game. I am on the version 1.17.1, as you can see in the top left corner there. And then I'm going to show you how to put OptiFine in there and then use OptiFabric to run the shaders as well. So we're going to use one of the shader packs. I'm going to show you as an example. As I mentioned earlier, I am running BSL shaders. One of the cool things about the shader pack is that you can actually go really close to an object, and it does make everything blur in the background. So let's go to a tree over here. And as you guys can see, behind the tree, everything has now blurred out. So all these options can be configured thanks to OptiFine. Now, if we were to use Iris shaders, unfortunately, we don't get that much customization in terms of the shader pack. So if you were to use Iris shaders and you were to install this shader pack for it, you would not be able to change the sun. So the sun would always be a squared shape. But with OptiFine, we do have all the extra options as well. You can also go into the video settings and shader options, go into the post effects, and I've turned on this effect here, dirty lens. You can actually switch it off as well. Change the anti-aliasing as well. I've turned it up to the maximum, as you can see. I've turned on motion blur. You can also select the strength, so I can make it go completely crazy when I'm turning. Let's try this bit out. So as you guys can see, I'm having a lot of blur there. But yeah, let's switch it off for now because I don't actually like motion blur that much. But yeah, as you guys can see, we've got so many options here, and this is just the post effects bit. We can go into lighting, we can go into the water as well, materials, as you guys can see here, color. There's so many different options that we can select and play around with, and it all depends on what you guys prefer, how much you want to customize it. We can also go into our mod section and have a look at the mods we've got here. So as you guys can see, I've got Fabric, and I've got the extra library items here, the dependencies, and then OptiFabric, which is the main mod we are talking about today. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to show you how to download all of this stuff and get it set up for your Minecraft game on the latest release, which is Minecraft Java Edition version 1.17.1, and hopefully this should also be doable in the future as well. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is make sure that you have got the latest version of Java. So just open up your internet browser and go to java.com. click on Java download, and then agree and start free download, and then just run the file. So let me just download this and show you guys quickly. So as you guys can see, I've got the installer here for Java. I've already got the latest version because I did update it today. But if you click on install and just wait for that to finish, it should finish downloading and installing for you. And then this will allow you to install the Fabric installer very easily. Now let's go to the Fabric installer website. So if we just go to Fabric MC, just type in Fabric MC and then go to fabricmc.net. That's the main Fabric website. So if you click on the use link here at the top corner in the menu section. Now, Windows users, it is quite good because they have offered us a installer, so you don't have to worry about installing Java technically because you can just use the exe file and just install it that way. But for some reason, if you're not comfortable with that, you can download the Java version. So let's go ahead and download the Java version. Let's click on keep this file. So let's make the antivirus scan for it. There we go, it scanned it and everything's working fine. And it also needs a Fabric API dependency file. So if we click on this link here where it says Fabric API, click on files, and it's normally going to be for the latest version. So we are currently running version 1.17.1. I'm going to click on download, wait for that to finish downloading. Alright, so we've downloaded Fabric API as well. We can close this down. Now in the search option, in the search bar, just type in Minecraft and then OptiFabric, which is OptiFabric, and it's going to be the curseforge.com link. So just click on this, click on files, and again we need to download the version 1.17.1. This is the latest version, so click on download and wait for that to finish downloading. Okay, so now that we've got OptiFabric, we can actually download OptiFine as well. So let's go ahead and type in optifine.net in the browser. So I've got it here already saved. And don't worry guys, I will leave a link in the description for all of these downloads that I'm showing you guys today. So click on the download section, and if you want to go to the preview section here, at this moment in time, only the preview versions are available. So let's get the latest version, which is pre-28. Now, if we click on the changelog, you can see over here, it does say not compatible with Forge, which is why we're using OptiFabric and making it compatible with Fabric, which is another application to get the mods working with Minecraft Java Edition. So let's go ahead and download the preview version, which is pre-28, that's the latest version. Click on mirror and then click on download. Let's keep that file, let's close this down. Okay, so now that we've got all of these files, I am going to get the mod menu mod as well. And the reason is that we can actually see what mods we've got installed with Fabric, because by default it doesn't show you what mods we've got in the menu. So if you type in Minecraft mod menu Fabric and go to the first link, which is this one for the curseforge.com link again, and click on files and then click on download. Wait for that to start downloading. Okay, so it's finished downloading the mod menu jar file, and finally I'm going to get the shaders now. So earlier I showed you BSL, so as an example, let me go ahead and use a different shader. So let me go for Silder's shaders. So let me start typing in Silder's shaders in the search bar, and the link we need to go to is silders-shaders.github.io. That's the main author's website, so we know we're going to get the latest version from here. Click on downloads, close this down. And this is really cool because you guys can actually choose which version you want, whether you want a light version or the extreme volumetric lighting version. So I'm going to go for the highest one because I know the system can handle it. If you guys do have any problems, you can go for the light version. If you guys have further problems with the light version, you can go for this one, which is the enhanced default version. So it doesn't have that much vibrancy in the shader pack, and it runs much more higher FPS. Just bear that in mind. If you guys do have any problems running the vibrant shaders, you can go for the enhanced default as well. Alright, let's click on skip and start the download for this. Okay, so that's finished downloading the shader file. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put all of these files on my desktop. I'm going to show you step by step how to install them into your Minecraft Java Edition version 1.17.1. Alright, so as you guys can see, I've put everything on my desktop now. So let's start installing Fabric. So as I mentioned earlier, if you've got the Java installed and everything's up to date, you can just right click on the Fabric installer jar file, hover over where it says open with, and then select Java platform SE binary. Or if you're not comfortable with that, you can go for the exe file in Windows, which is another helpful way to install it. So as you guys can see, I've got the Minecraft version 1.17.1. I've left everything as a default. The latest loader version is 0.11.6. I'm going to click on install, and that's done. It's quite quick. Let's close this down. Let's move this out of the way. Now, for all of these other files, what you need to do is just place them in the mods folder. So if we open up our launcher, let's wait for that to load up. When you open up the launcher, you will notice it does say Fabric Loader here, so it means that it has installed it successfully. Click on installations. You can also see Fabric Loader listed here. Now, if you just hover over any of these two lines, click on the folder icon, it should open your default Minecraft directly. Let's close this down. Keep this window open. Now, in here, you should have a folder called mods. If you don't have this folder, if I click anywhere on an empty space, click on new, and then click on the folder icon here, and then it should create a new folder, and then you can just rename it to mods. We just double click the mods folder. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to highlight all of these files, which are the jar files, and put them in the mods folder like this. So you should have Fabric API, mod menu, OptiFine Preview Edition, and OptiFabric as well. So just make sure you've got all of these in your mods folder. Now if I go one level higher, I'm back in my Minecraft directory. Now, you should also have a folder called Shader Packs, like I'm showing you here. Again, if you don't have this, right-click anywhere, click on New, click on Folder, and then rename it to Shader Packs. Now, I'm going to go into the Shader Packs folder, and let me just make this smaller. As you guys can see, I've got still this Vibrant Shaders here. It's a zip file. I'm going to drag it into the Shader Packs folder. So, in your Shader Packs folder, you can put all the zip files for the different shaders, and then load them in-game. Now, if I just close this down, let me load the launcher again. Wait for that to finish loading. Okay, so you've got two options to launch Fabric. You can either do it from here with the Fabric selected in the drop down, and then you click on play, or you can go to installations, click on the play button here. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so as you can see, it's now loaded the game. At the bottom left here, it says OptiFine, and it's telling me I've got the preview edition pre-28, and also says Minecraft 1.17.1/Fabric. So it's telling me that I've also got Fabric, and as you can see, because I installed the mods menu, I've got this mods button here which I can click on, and I can see all the mods I've got installed, which is really cool. And if we go to options, video settings, shaders, I can select Silder's shaders in here. Let's wait for that to load it into the game. Now click on done. Now if I click on single player, create new world, normal difficulty, let's go ahead and create a new world. So hopefully this should load the Silder's shaders as well, and as you can see, we've got the mods installed there, and there we go. So as you guys can see, we have the Silder's vibrant shaders, which looks amazing. Look at that view there, and you can go ahead and start putting mods into this. So at the moment I've only got the mods menu, which is showing me all the mods here, but obviously you can go ahead and put different mods in the mods folder and then run them. Just make sure they are for the latest version of the game that you are running. So at the moment I'm running version 1.17.1, so whatever mod you get, just make sure it's compatible with the latest version you are running. Hopefully you guys have found this video useful. If you have, please do give us a like. If you have any comments or queries about using this OptiFabric mod or any other mods in the game, just leave them in the comment section below. I'll do my best to try and help you out. Also, please do subscribe to the channel to help it grow, help support it, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.